Won't you come on in? Won't you come and sit down? It's been too long since we've seen you round. Tell us something new. Tell us how you've been. We've got a song or two we want to sing with you, so won't you come on in?
Have a cup of tea, have a glass of wine, have a drink of water, it'll all be fine. Won't you share some bread? Won't you share some time? Won't you share some space in a peaceful place where the folks are kind?
Won't you come on in? Won't you come sit down? It's been too long since we've seen you round. Tell us something new. Tell us how you've been. We've got a song or two we want to sing with you, so won't you come on in? You can come as you are. You can just be you. You can come as a stranger. We're all a little strange too. You can come as a guest. You can leave as a friend. We wish you all the best, and may your steps be blessed till you come again. Won't you come on in? Won't you come sit down? It's been too long since we've seen you round. Tell us something new. Tell us how you've been. We've got a song or two we want to sing with you, so won't you come on in? We've got a song or two we want to sing with you, so won't you come on in? Well, welcome. I hope you're logged on and sitting comfortably someplace and ready for an enjoyable evening. My name is Tony Seeger, and my parents bought Killooleet in 1949 when I was 4 years old. And I went through years being a camper, and then I became a maintenance person, then a counselor in the 60s, and been singing at camp at Sings practically ever since.
Okay, and I'm Judy Seeger. I came to camp as a camper named Judy Austin in the 50s. And ever since then, 60s, 70s, 80s, off and on, I've been working at camp, most recently in 2019 in the office, but before that, horseback riding, boating, and singing the whole time. We are also the parents of campers, and we hope to be soon the grandparents of campers. We've got the kids. We need the camp.
And with that, I'll pass the stage on to Kate Seeger and Dean Spencer.
Hi, welcome to Killooleet Sing. This is our 32nd annual Thanksgiving Sing. And for years, we've gathered counselors and some other staff to create a program including both old songs and new songs, and songs calculated to bring back memories of singing in the main house or singing around the campfire. My favorite parts have always been the songs we sing as a group, with lush harmonies while taking turns leading the verses. We have a few of those tonight, but since we can't all be on stage together, we're counting on you to provide the harmonies while you sing along. Killooleet was founded in 1927 by Margaret Bartlett and Tony Taylor, and bought by my parents and Tony's parents, Ellie and John Seeger, in 1949. It has consistently been a camp where individuals are nurtured as a community is built. Growth is encouraged and accomplishments are celebrated. The long summer is key because real growth takes time. And as long as you're known and feel safe, that's when you feel that you can be safe and you can take risks in a larger community. Campers and staff find new challenges and continue to grow as they move through each summer. Missing this summer was a huge loss for individual campers and counselors, and us. Former counselor and good friend Chris Leonard will tell you a little bit about that during the intermission.
Not operating camp this summer was also a huge loss for us, Killooleet, the business. Summer tuition is camp's only revenue source, and it's expensive to maintain the buildings, the land, the field, the horses, to say nothing of taxes and insurance. Our year-round staff not only feed the horses every day, they're in charge of 28 buildings. See if you can think of them all. And they've built or significantly repaired every single one of them. We were able to get a small PPP loan last spring and a Vermont Economic Recovery Grant last summer. Those were helpful as far as they went, but they didn't even cover 2 months of expenses. That's why we've reached out to the Killooleet community and Killooleet family for help, and we know many of you have already donated. Some of you donated all or part of your tuition for summer 2020. Some of you rolled that forward to 2021. Some of you have donated in other ways. Thank you. In the past, this Sing, whether it's been at Dalton School or elsewhere, has been a fundraiser for the Seeger Bartlett Foundation, which supports scholarships that make it possible for children to attend camp who otherwise could not. This year is different. Scholarship is still important, but first we have to make it possible for Killooleet to open it all in 2021. This is going to require help from our whole community. So tonight we have set up a GoFundMe account with a goal of $20,000. We have a generous donor who has pledged to give $2 for every $1 donated. So that means if we raise $20,000 tonight, we'll actually be at $60,000. A huge help. We hope you can help us meet that goal. Do be aware, however, that based on what we now know, anticipate, and look forward, we believe that that's about 1/10 of what we're going to need overall to be ready to go come June of 2021. For further information about donating to Killooleet, including camper scholarship funds, which are tax deductible, you can go to killooleet.com/donate. We'll have some information scrolling across the bottom and help with that. Thank you so much for all that you've done for us already at camp and all you're doing for other people to come and be with us. Enough talk. Let's go back to some music. We're going to throw this back to Tony and Judy to get us started on a camp classic.
This land is your land.
Yes, we're going to be singing a song you all know well, This Land Is Your Land. I think in 2020, in a deeply divided country that we live in, it's probably worth remembering that Woody Guthrie wrote this song with both picture postcard beauty verses and also verses about the deep challenges and social suffering that people undergo in this country that is for all of us in it. And so it's a song that we're going to be singing most of the verses of, including the verses you've rarely heard because they aren't beautiful, but they're real. As I went walking that ribbon of highway, I saw above me her endless skyway. I saw below me her golden valleys. This land was made for you and me. You can sing the chorus. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters, this land was made for you and me.
I roamed and rambled, and I followed my footsteps, sparkling sands of a diamond desert, and all around me the voice was sounding. This land was made for you and me.
Nobody living can ever stop me as I go walking that freedom highway. Nobody living can make me turn back. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me.
In the streets of the city, in the shadow of the steeple, by the relief office, I saw my people. They stood there hungry. I stood there asking, is this land made for you and me?
We all are sisters, we all are brothers, we're all one people, there are no others, so stand together, now more than ever. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you, and one more time. This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me.
I hope you had as much fun with that song as we did. And now we're going to pass you along to a wonderful music counselor from this past summer, Danny Fryband.
Hi, I am Danny Fryband, the music counselor from this last summer, aforementioned, and I'm going to be playing, what I think was the first song that I played at a sing during the summer, which is The Circle Game, by Joni Mitchell. Make sure that it sounds in tune with the capo, and it does. Yesterday, a child came out to wonder, caught a dragonfly inside a jar. Fearful when the sky was full of thunder, and tearful at the falling of a star. And the seasons, they go round and round, and the painted ponies go up and down. We're captive on the carousel of time. We can't return, we can only look behind from where we came, and go round and round and round in the circle game. Then the child moved 10 times round the seasons, skated over 10 clear frozen streams. Words like when you're older must appease him, and promises of someday fill his dream. And the seasons, they go round and round, and the painted ponies go up and down. We're captive on the carousel of time. Can't return, we can only look behind from where we came, and go round and round and round in the circle game. 16 springs, 16 summers gone now. Cartwheels turn to car wheels through the town. They tell him, take your time, 'cause it won't be long now. Till you drag your feet to slow the circles down. And the seasons, they go round and round, and the painted ponies go up and down. We're captive on the carousel of time. We can only look behind from where we came, and go round and round and round in the circle game. So the years go by, and now the boy is 20. Those dreams have lost some grandeur coming true. I've got a couple of months left before 20. There'll be new dreams, maybe better dreams and plenty, before the next revolving year is through. And the seasons, they go round and round, and the painted ponies go up and down. We're captive on the carousel of time. We can't return, we can only look behind from where we came, and go round and round and round in the circle game. And go round and round and round in the circle game. Thank you, guys. I'm going to pass it on to Jesse Edelman, who's somebody who I haven't met personally, but I've heard in the rehearsal before and sounded great. And just final parting words. I hope people are doing well, or relatively well, considering the circumstances.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for having me tonight, and a special hello to my live audience. My son Henry. Henry, you want to say hello?
Hi.
There he is, folks. Thanks, bud. We lost someone very special this year to the Killooleet family of musicians, a guy named John Prine, and I want to play for you a song from his last album. It's called When I Get to Heaven. When I get to heaven, I'm gonna shake God's hand, thank him for more blessings than just one man can stand. I'm gonna get a guitar, start a rock and roll band, check into a swell hotel. Ain't the afterlife grand? And then I'm gonna get a cocktail, vodka and ginger ale. I'm gonna smoke a cigarette that's 9 miles long. I'm gonna kiss that pretty girl on the tilt-a-whirl, 'cause this old man is going to town. Dennis God is my witness, getting back into show business, and forgive 'em all that's done me any harm. Maybe I'll invite some of my critics, those syphilitic parasitics, buy 'em a pint and smother 'em with my charm. And then I'm gonna have a cocktail, vodka and ginger ale. I'm gonna smoke a cigarette that's 9 miles long. I'm gonna kiss that pretty girl on the tilt-a-whirl, 'cause this old man is going to town. When I get to heaven, take that wristwatch off my arm, 'cause you don't need time after you buy the farm. My daddy said, when you're dead, you're just a dead peckerhead. But when I get to heaven, I hope to prove him wrong, 'cause I'm gonna have a cocktail, vodka and ginger ale. I'm gonna smoke a cigarette that's 9 miles long. Gonna kiss that pretty girl on that tilt-a-whirl, 'cause this old man is going to town. Gonna have a cocktail, vodka and ginger ale. Gonna smoke a cigarette that's 9 miles long. Gonna kiss that pretty girl on the tilt-a-whirl, 'cause this old man is going to town. Yeah, this old man is going to town. Oh, this old man is going to town. Hey, thanks very much. I believe next up is my compadre, Kim Wallach.
Thanks, Jesse. That was great. I am Kim Wallach. I was a boating counselor and a music counselor in the 70s and again in the 80s. And my daughter has been on staff and as a counselor in the aughts. And this is a song I either learned at camp or for camp. It's called The Dummy Line, and it's written by Sam Booth and Frederick Carnes, which I only just found out. What I really like about the song is it's a song about an incredibly slow train, and I like the way the music mimics how stutteringly slow the train must be. So your challenge is to sing along on the chorus if you can. Across the prairie in a streak of rust, something's moving in a cloud of dust, pulls into the station with a whiz and a whine. It's the 2 o'clock flyer on the dummy line. On the dummy line, the dummy line. Rise and shine on the dummy line. Rise and shine and take your time when you're riding on the dummy line. I saw a snail go whizzing fast. The conductor said, "My, this train is fast." I said, "Old man, that might be true, but won't you please tell me what it's tied fast to on the dummy line, the dummy line. Rise and shine on the dummy line. Rise and shine and take your time when you're riding on the dummy line." I asked the conductor, "Can't you speed up a bit?" He said, "You can walk if you don't like it." I said, "Old man, I'd take your dare, but the folks don't expect me till the train gets there on the dummy line, the dummy line. Rise and shine on the dummy line. Rise and shine and take your time when you're riding on the dummy line." Well, thanks for trying to sing along on that. Next up is my old friend and teacher and purveyor of many fine songs, George Ward.
I guess here I am. Kim, I was just thinking that of all the songs that totally encapsulate the latency problems of things like Zoom, the dummy line has now reached its moment after 100 years or something like that. I've been thinking a lot about Ed Bedeau. I don't know how many of you remember Ed. Ed was music counselor in the late 50s into the 1960s. He was a music counselor also at a camp down in the Hudson Valley, and eventually a camp director and a music counselor at a camp in Maine called Blueberry Cove. And in his 80s, when he was writing a blog from Houston, Texas, where he lived, he said that still singing at camp, those years that he did it, 6 of them at Killooleet, were the favorite thing he ever did. Ed could make just singing a song so much of a good time. Interesting thing for a guy who'd been born from a Louisiana family, died in Houston, Texas, was trained as a ball turret gunner on a B-24 Liberator bomber in World War II. I remember him telling us that one afternoon as we sat on the green at Middlebury on a counselor's day off. And I thought, if this guy wants to sing peace songs, he knows what he's singing about. He was a journalist, editor of Sing Out magazine, did all kinds of things, radio personality. That blog, The Real Little Eddie, or maybe just Little Eddie, to my absolute amazement, is still up on the internet. Ed died in 2015. But for people who remember that far back, go look. Brings back some great memories. So does this. This was on the blog that the Vermont Folklife Center put up about the silences of camp last summer. And here was Ed singing this simple song with that kind of joy that just slurped everybody in. The prettiest girl I ever saw was sipping cider through a straw. The prettiest girl I ever saw was sipping cider through a straw. Get how it goes? I says to her, what you doing that for? A sipping cider through a straw. I says to her, what you doing that for? A sipping cider through a straw. She says to me, I like it fine. I'd rather sip cider than sip wine. Says to me, I like it fine. I'd rather sip cider than sip wine. So cheek to cheek and jaw to jaw, we both sipped cider through a straw. Cheek to cheek and jaw to jaw, we both sipped cider through a straw. And suddenly that straw did slip, and we were sipping lip to lip. Suddenly that straw did slip, and we were sipping lip to lip. Now 15 kids all call me Pa, from sipping cider through a straw. 15 kids all call me Pa, and sipping cider through a straw. If you don't want a mother-in-law, then don't sip cider through a straw. If you don't want a ma-in-law, then don't sip cider through a straw. Sippin' cider. And from sippin' cider to Kate Seeger. Kate, are you there?
Hey, thank you, George. I'm going to do a song we haven't sung lately at camp called Brandy Tree. It's written by Gordon Bach. I learned it from Smitty, T. William Smith, who was a wonderful music counselor, adventuring counselor at Killooleet. He played hammer dulcimer, he played banjo. He came up with great songs. And if you don't know, unfortunately, he passed away this summer, and I'm sorry if this is your first news of it. Get in touch with us if that's the case. But he played often with his friend Sandy, and this song I really think captures a part of Smitty's energy and positive nature. The chorus goes, sun come follow my happy way, wind come walk beside me, moon on the mountain, go with me, wondrous way I know. I go down to the brandy tree, take my nose and my tail with me, all for the wind and the world to see, never go back no more. Sun come follow my happy way, wind come walk beside me, moon on the mountain go with me, wondrous way I know. Down by the meadow marsh, deep and wide, tumble and tangle by my side, all for the westing wind to run, play in the summer rain. Sun come follow my happy way, wind come walk beside me, moon, moon on the mountain go with me, wondrous way I know. Bullfrog digs in the mud at night, the lamprey hides in the boulders deep. I'll take my nose and my tail and go 100,000 hills. Sun come follow my happy way, wind come walk beside me, moon on the mountain go with me, wondrous way I know. I go down to the windy sea, the little gray seal comes to play with me, slip on the rock and I dive in the bay, sleep on the ledge at night. Sun come follow my happy way, wind come walk beside me, moon on the mountain go with me, wondrous way I know, wondrous way I know.
Thanks, Kate. It's been wonderful to hear George and Kate talk about some of the counselors and some of the things that they've remembered about the past, Tony and Judy and Kim as well. Look, if your Killooleet experience is something that you carry with you or made you part of who you are today, and you're happy or proud about that, please speak freely of it with others. It's true, we need some people who can help us financially right now and next summer, but we also need people who believe in camp to share that belief with other people. We're a community that depends on growth and on bringing new people in to share these wonderful things that you've shared with each other and hopefully with your kids. And don't be shy, speak out. This next song is written by Larry Kaplan. I think we should have mentioned that Brandy Tree is a song, but Gordon Bach says he learned from an otter.
Yes. This is a song we've sung at camp for a while. It's got a great chorus. You'll pick it up. And please be singing along. Unlike being in Dalton, we can't see you, so we're just imagining you singing with us. So. Blue sky, south wind, fish jumping into your hand. What a time to be working old Nantucket Sound, from the island into the mainland. Get me my fiddle, we'll sing all the old songs. You take the high notes and I'll sing the low. Good times and hard times, they're worth all the telling. Don't matter to me if you sing 'em that well.
Worn out, smell of bait, you come home, the end of the day, and the sun over West Chop, those warm summer breezes made you think that it never could change.
Get me my fiddle, we'll sing all the old songs. You take the high notes and I'll sing the low. Good times and hard times, they're worth all the telling. Don't matter to me if you sing 'em that well. I remember days when you worked for your living, pulling hard just to get back to shore. And you busted your back and you never got dinner. They don't talk much of that anymore. Get me my fiddle, we'll sing all the old songs. You take the high notes and I'll sing the low. Good times and hard times, they're worth all the telling. Don't matter to me if you sing 'em that well.
Sat with the old folks, fell asleep to their stories, stayed awake in hollering wind, sang your songs till the children were all tucked away warm, and
The night guard come rolling back in. Get me my fiddle, we'll sing all the old songs. You take the high notes and I'll sing the low. Good times and hard times, worth all the telling. Don't matter to me if you sing 'em that well. Get me my fiddle, we'll sing all the old songs. You take the high notes and I'll sing the low. Good times and hard times, they're worth all the telling. Don't matter to me if you sing 'em that well. And now I'm going to pass things back to Tony, who's going to lead us in another group song. We've got another song or so till the end of this set, but
Yes, welcome back, and you take the high notes and I'll take the low, and let's sing Down by the Riverside. It's an old spiritual that was then used in the civil rights movement as an anthem of freedom and equal opportunities and rights, and then was taken by the peace movement to sing about peace and ending war. And it's a wonderful song whose structure allows the creation of new verses for all kinds of different causes and all kinds of different moments. And it's a wonderful song. It's a good one to learn. And the chorus is pretty easy. It goes like this. I'm gonna lay down my sword and shield down by the riverside, down by the riverside, down by the riverside. I'm gonna lay down my sword and shield down by the riverside. I'm gonna study war no more. I ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more. I ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more.
Sword into a plow down by the riverside, down by the riverside, down by the riverside. I'm gonna beat my sword into a plow down by the riverside, study war no more. I ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more. No more. I ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more.
Wish we could shake hands around the world, down by the riverside, down by the riverside, down by the river. Wish we could shake hands around the world, down by the riverside, and study war no more. I ain't gonna study war no more. 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 Ain't gonna study war no more.
I'm gonna burn my mask and breathe in peace down by the riverside, down by the riverside, down by the riverside. Me and my best friends will finally meet down by the riverside. Ain't gonna study war no more. I 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 ain't gonna study war no more.
And I'm gonna lay down my semi-automatic rifle down by the riverside, down by the riverside, down by the riverside. I'm gonna lay down my semi-automatic rifle down by the riverside. I'm gonna study war no more. I ain't 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 gonna study war no more.
We're gonna keep our loved ones in our hearts down by the riverside, down by the riverside, down by the riverside. Even though we're all 6 feet apart, down by the riverside, we're gonna study war no more. I ain't gonna study war no more.
Ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more.
I tell you, down by the riverside, I'm gonna lay my burdens down. Lay my burdens down. Lay my burdens down. I tell you, down by the riverside, I'm gonna lay my burdens down. Ain't gonna study war no more. I ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no, study war no more. I ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more. Ain't gonna study war no more. Okay, thank you everyone for singing along. Now we're going to go into a 5-minute intermission. During this time, we encourage you to stretch your legs, but we're also going to hear from friend and former counselor, camp parent Chris Leonard on the value of Killooleet and how you can help. There's also going to be some very cool pictures, so hang in here also, and we'll see you back in 5 minutes.
Hello, Killooleet community. This is Chris Leonard speaking to you from my sweet New Jersey home. I was a Killooleet staff member for 10 summers between 1981 and 1992. I've been a psychotherapist for the past 25 years and an educator for 35 years. As we finally begin to wind down 2020, I find myself looking forward to a new year of renewal with hopes of returning to more positive routines. For over 70 years, Killooleet has been one of those positive routines for kids. I think you will agree that after the year we've all had, camp matters now more than ever. In any given year, Killooleet provides the unique experience of a non-competitive community that intentionally slows the pace to give kids the time and emotional space to hone their strengths while trying out new activities and social roles. The past year has brought the need for this kind of space to the forefront. As a mental health professional and educator, I've witnessed firsthand how closed schools, remote learning, and enforced isolation have negatively impacted the social and emotional well-being of young people. I've spoken with young people who have been anxious about becoming ill, who were grieving due to the loss of one or more older relatives or family friends, were feeling cut off from friends, unable to focus on school, or wondering why they should even bother to show up for school at all. Those of you with children at home have likely either seen some of these issues with your own children or know families experiencing similar difficulties. Camp provides the perfect antidote to the isolation and intensive screen time of remote and hybrid learning by providing the daily opportunity to mingle unhurriedly with friends in beautiful surroundings. Those children who are able to attend camp next summer and in the years ahead will have the distinct advantage of being able to make up for a lost year of socialization in an environment that emphasizes community and therefore optimizes interpersonal experiences and social emotional growth. These campers will also benefit from their immersion in nature and its inimitable restorative powers. There are two important ways in which we in the Killooleet alumni community can help. The first is financial. Making camp ready for reopening on June 29, 2021 will require some significant modifications, including hand washing stations, modifications to the kitchen space, and renovations to a number of living spaces. Camp is counting on us to bridge the financial gap to complete these projects. In the weeks ahead, alumni volunteers will be reaching out to us via mail, phone, and social media to enlist our support. But you don't have to wait to be called. I hope you will join me today in making a contribution of whatever you can to help Killooleet relaunch next summer. The second way we can help is to send our own children to camp and recommend camp to friends and parents of your children's friends. I know firsthand both how difficult it can be to let go of your children for the summer and how, in the words of John Calvi, there is simply no better place on earth for kids. If you are struggling with the idea of sending your child to camp, you will find that Kate, Dean, and any number of alumni, including me, are available to talk things through with you. So get your PayPal fired up, stay safe and well, and look for updates from camp soon. Please do take care of yourselves and stay safe.
Hey, welcome back. Thank you, Chris, for your words, your thoughts, and all that you've done over the years for camp. It's great to have everybody back. We're going to start right off singing along with something that probably everybody who's been at camp since the late 1970s knows.
Yes. Walking down the line. And I wanted to give a shout out to John Calvi, who brought this song to camp. And I just want to remind everyone that John Calvi is selling his very wonderful D35 Martin guitar. And so if that's something that interests you, go to his website, johncalvi.com, or email me and I'll get you in touch with him, because he really wants it played by people who would make music and really enjoy it. But meanwhile, we need your help in singing this song. I'm a-walking down the line. I'm a-walking down the line. I'm a-walking down the line. My feet will be a-flying to tell you about my troubled mind. Got my walking shoes. Got my walking shoes. Got my walking shoes. I ain't gonna lose. I believe I got the walking blues. I'm a-walking down the line. I'm a-walking down the line. I'm a-walking down the line. My feet will be a-flying to tell you about my troubled mind.
Got a heavy-headed gal. Got a heavy-headed gal. Got a heavy-headed gal. She ain't feeling too well. When she's better, only time will tell. I'm a-walking down the line. I'm a-walking down the line. I'm a-walking down the line. My feet'll be a-flying. Let me tell you about my troubled mind.
Money comes and goes.
My money comes and goes.
My money comes and goes. My money comes and goes, and it rolls and it flows through the holes in the pockets of my clothes. I'm a-walking down the line.
I'm walking down the line.
I'm a-walking down the line. I'm a-walking down the line. My feet'll be a-flying. Let me tell you about my troubled mind.
See the morning light. See the morning light. And it's not because I'm an early riser. I didn't get to sleep last night. I'm a-walking down the line. I'm a-walking down the line. I'm a-walking down the line. My feet'll be a-flying. Let me tell you about my troubled mind. One more time. I'm a-walking down the line. I'm a-walking down the line. I'm a-walking down the line. My feet'll be a-flying. Let me tell you about my troubled mind. I'm a-walking down the line. My feet'll be a-flying. Let me tell you about my troubled mind. Thanks for singing, everybody. Good evening. Welcome back to the Killooleet Sing. My name is Charlie Baird, and I first found out about camp through my fantastic aunt. Her name is Faye Baird, and she was in a folk and is in a folk trio with the great Kim Wallach and Kate Seeger. Their name is the Short Sisters. And I was a camper at Killooleet from 2005 to 2009. I then came back on staff as a kitchen boy in 2012, and then I was a counselor from 2013 to 2016. I always enjoy every single year attending the Sing at Dalton School, and I find myself a little upset because I did not attend last year, and I told myself I'll be there next year in 2020, and well, it's a good lesson for all of us to remember. Don't always assume. But that being said, I'm really happy to be here with all of you, and here's to being there next year with each other. I always need Killooleet joy in my life, and I feel like I can speak for a lot of us when I say even more so right now in this year. And I'm so happy to be here with all of you tonight to spread the Killooleet love and the Killooleet joy. And what better way to do that than in song? So I'm going to perform a song for you that was written by somebody very special to me, and it is my dad. His name is Bill Baird, and he wrote this song in 2014. He wrote this song when he came to camp to see me when I was a counselor, and he has always thought that Killooleet is just one of the most amazing places in the world. And he was amazed by the community that we have always been able to foster with our staff and with our kids, where everybody feels like they can be themselves. So he decided to write a song from the perspective of a camper at Killooleet, and the chorus is, I can ride my bike, I can fly, climb a mountain, touch the sky, be anybody that I want to be on this blue sky, green mountain day. I would love to be able to hear all of you from wherever you are through my windows and through my computer, so please feel free to sing along. This is Green Mountain Day. There's a secret place no one knows but me. The people there get me. I can be myself, it's easy to see. This is a place where my soul can set free. I can ride my bike, I can fly, climb a mountain, touch the sky, be anybody that I wanna be. On a blue sky, green mountain day. Every day's different, I can try many things. I can be an artist, athlete, or video king or queen. I can lie on my back and watch the clouds go by. If I dress my own way, nobody will ask why. I can ride my bike, I can fly, climb a mountain, touch the sky, be anybody that I wanna be. On a blue sky, green mountain day. Campfires, commando raids, pro nights, bike hikes, triathlon, Ellie Candy, and Killooleet sings. I can ride my bike, I can fly, climb a mountain, touch the sky, be anybody that I wanna be. On a blue sky, green mountain day. One more time. I can ride my bike, I can fly, climb a mountain, touch the sky, be anybody that I wanna be. On a blue sky, green mountain day. A blue sky, green mountain day. A blue sky, green mountain day. Thanks, everybody. I appreciate you singing along. I'm happy to now pass the torch off to someone who I have known for many years, including when we were campers with each other, the one and only Brian Becker.
Thanks so much, Charlie. That was so good. We have known each other a long time. When I met Charlie, I was a wee little 9-year-old, and Charlie was like the coolest 12 or 13-year-old ever. It was insane. Anyway, yes, I'm Brian. I was a camper at Killooleet from 2008 to 2012, and then on staff from 2015 to 2018, both in the kitchen and as a counselor, and loved basically every single moment of all of that. The song I'm about to play is a camp song, but I think it's sort of been played less recently and was on its way out when I first was a camper. It's Song of the Soul by Chris Williamson. Really nice. But the memory that I have of it is my first summer in 2008 was the summer of the first big flood. And I actually left. I was like a 4-week camper that summer, so I left before the flood. But I think there's a flood video that came out that was really great, and in it there's this great footage of Kate singing the song while everyone, like in the dining porch, when everyone's sort of huddled together as everything's just going crazy, flooding, and Kate is just in the face of all of that, just singing this song and keeping everybody's spirits up. Which feels like an appropriate kind of mood to go for. Anyway, I hope you enjoy. You just got to get the capo on here. There we go. Open mine eyes that I may see glimpses of truth thou hast for me. Open mine eyes, illumine me, Spirit divine. Love of my life, I am crying, I am not dying, I am dancing along in the madness. There is no sadness, only a song of the soul, and we'll sing this song. Why don't you sing along, and we can sing for a long time. Why don't you sing this song? Why don't you sing along, and we can sing for a long time. What do you do for your living? Are you forgiving, giving shelter? Follow your heart, love will find you, truth will unbind you. Seek out a song of the soul, and we'll sing this song. Why don't you sing along, and we can sing for a long time. Why don't you sing this song? Why don't we sing along, and we can sing for a long time. Come to your life like a warrior, nothing will bore ya. You can be happy, let in the light, it will heal you, and you can feel you. Sing out a song of the soul, and we'll sing this song. Why don't you sing along, and we can sing for a long time. Why don't you sing this song? Why don't we sing along, and we can sing for a long time. Thanks so much. I now have the pleasure of handing it off to a person I also know for a really long time, my counselor and good friend, Ava Parnes and Jamie Green.
Hi everyone. I'm Ava.
I'm Jamie.
I was a camper in 2002 and 2003, and then I have been on staff consecutively since 2006.
And I was on staff between 2008 and 2011. So when I was on staff, the last two singers were campers at that time. So.
And then I got the pleasure of being on staff with them. So it's really great to see all of the generations of Killooleeters connecting through music. One of the songs that I remember learning as a camper is the song we're going to sing. It's Angel from Montgomery by John Prine. You ready? Yeah. I am an old woman named after my mother. My old man is another child that's grown old. If dreams were thunder, lightning was desire, this old house would have burned down a long time ago. Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to. To believe in this living is just a hard way to go.
When I was younger, I had me a cowboy. Weren't much to look at, just a free rambling man. But that was a long time, no matter how I tried. The years just flow by like a broken down dam.
Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to. To believe in this living is just a hard way to go. There's flies in the kitchen, I can hear them, they're buzzing. And I ain't done nothing since I woke up today. How the hell can a person go to work in the morning, come home in the evening, and have nothing to say? Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to. To believe in this living is just a hard way to go. To believe in this living is just a hard way to go. Thank you all. And now we get to send it back to Kate and Dean.
Thank you, Ava, and thank you, Brian, and thank you, Charlie. Thank you to all the musicians. Thank you to Jamie. Yes. It was beautiful to hear your harmony. And I just wanted to say that as part of this rising thing we're doing, you can look ahead to the fact that we're working on some Killooleet merchandise. I noticed that we've seen several Killooleet t-shirts on the performers today, and we're making some t-shirts, some sweatshirts, some kid-size sweatshirts and t-shirts, and some onesies. And that's all it'll be available to order in a couple of weeks. So keep in touch with us. And also, thanks to Alicia Sands and Katie Rosengreen, we are getting very close to having a Killooleet cookbook. And Shane Fernley is doing the design and layout for a printer, but it's covering 60 years of Killooleet food and chefs. And a lot of kitchen boys and kitchen staff have contributed, and we found some great pictures, but we'll be sending word about that. We're aiming to have it orderable in December, and you can get it in January. Meanwhile, we've got another song. This is a Tom Paxton song, and this is a song about those things that you don't know quite what they are, but they're really fun. And it's got sounds, so if you've still got some young ones hanging out there, you've got chances for it to go zip and bop.
And whir.
And whir. When I was just a wee little lad. We're not in the same key. Sorry, I'm in the wrong key. Let's take two. That's not in A. There we go. I was just a wee little lad, full of health and joy. My father homeward came one night and gave to me a toy. A wonder to behold it was, with many colors bright. The moment I laid eyes on it, it became my heart's delight. 'Cause it went zip when it moved and bop when it stopped, whir when it stood still. I never knew just what it was, and I guess I never will. Well, it first marched left, then marched right, then marched under a chair. When I looked where it had gone, it wasn't even there. Well, I started to cry. My daddy laughed. He knew that I would find. When I turned around, my marvelous toy jogging from behind. 'Cause it went zip when it moved and bop when it stopped, whir when it stood still. I never knew just what it was, and I guess I never will. Well, the first time that I picked it up, I had a big surprise. Right on the bottom were two big buttons that looked like big green eyes. I first pushed one, then the other, then I lifted its lid. When I set it down again, this is what it did. Well, it went zip when it moved and pop when it stopped, whir when it stood still. I never knew just what it was, and I guess I never will. Well, the years have gone by too quickly it seems. I have my own little boy. Yesterday I gave to him a marvelous little toy. Well, his eyes nearly popped right out of his head. He gave a squeal of glee. Neither one of us knows just what it is, and he does it just like me. It still goes zip when it moves and bop when it stops, whir when it stands still. I never knew just what it was, and I guess I never will.
Thanks, Kate.
Go forward.
This next song is a song that we've been singing at camp for probably 15 or so years. It's a bedtime song sometimes, but when we're all awake, we still get to yodel, which is the best. It's a song by Michael Burton called Night Rider's Lament, and it really is a terrific camp song because it's about finding out the things that you really care about and pursuing those. while I was out a-riding. Graveyard shift midnight till dawn. Moon was as bright as a reading light for a letter from an old friend back home. He asked me, why do you ride for your money? Why do you rope for short pay? You ain't getting nowhere, you're losing your share. Oh, you must have gone crazy out there. He wrote last week, I ran into Jenny. They've married, have a good life. You sure missed the track when you never came back to be the perfect professional's wife. She asked me, why do you ride for your money? Why do you rope for short pay? You ain't getting nowhere, you're losing your share. Oh, you must have gone crazy out there. But they've never seen the northern lights, never seen a hawk on the wing. They've never seen the spring hit the great divide. Ain't never heard old Camp Killooleet sing. Here's your yodel. Oh, lofty, oh, lofty, oh, lofty. Well, I read up the last of my letter. I tore off the stamp for old Jim. Little Dougie rode up to relieve me. He just looked at my letter and he grinned. He asked me, why do they ride for their money? Why do they rope for short pay? They ain't getting nowhere, they're all losing their share. Oh, they all must be crazy back there, 'cause they've never seen the northern lights. They've never seen a hawk on the wing. They've never seen the spring hit the great divide. They never heard old Camp Killooleet sing. Oh, lofty, oh, lofty, oh, lofty. You're late, oh, lofty, lofty. Thank you. You're on your thankful thing.
Now's a time when I just want to say that at Thanksgiving we often think about things that we're thankful for, and I am really thankful for my family. They have been so supportive as we have grappled with the ramifications of the pandemic and closing camp, and they have been working really hard, and we're all pulling together, and it's really nice that we were able to be at camp together, and so thank you, family. And by extension, I really want to thank the whole Killooleet family, because you have been so supportive, and you have called, and you've sent notes, and you've sent emails. Yeah, you've donated financially, but you've also donated your time and your energy and your support. And it has meant so much, because Killooleet lived on virtually this summer, thanks to a lot of your energy and the energy of some counselors. And so thank you, all of you.
Back to Tony and Judy.
Back to Tony and Judy. Yes, back to my family.
Well, here we are at the next to last song of the Sing. And before we start, this is the Seeger Pod in Maryland. And we're all together, and we're going to sing one of the songs that we sang at camp. Tony Salatin introduced it to Pete Seeger, who sang it at many concerts. And it's a South African song, a children's song that says, "We are like a blazing fire, burn, burn, burn." And camp is like a fire in the sense we all get together and we have this exciting time. And I hope that this concert and this song will get you burning. I'm here with Judy and I are here with our older daughter, Eliza, who was a camper at Killooleet in the 80s and a counselor at Killooleet in the 90s, and she and her husband Greg are managing the technical part of this evening's presentation. And also I'm here with Elea, her younger sister, Elea, who is also was a camper in the 1980s and 1990s and a counselor in the 1990s and 2000s a little bit. And we're here with two of our grandchildren, Kira and Zara, and we're all going to sing this song, which is originally a children's song, and it goes like this. Tina singulelo votayo, wacha, wacha, wacha. Try it. Tina singulelo votayo, wacha, wacha, wacha. That's good. Now let's try the second part. It has one part for low voices and another part for higher voices. And the lower voices sing la 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 and how do the higher voices sing? Or you can sing Tina singulelo votayo, wacha, wacha, wacha. Tina singulelo votayo, wacha, wacha. And now the parts. Wacha, la 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 wacha, la 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 wacha, la 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 la. Once more. Tina singulelo votayo, wacha, wacha, wacha. Tina singulelo votayo, wacha, wacha, wacha. Quietly. La 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 la. La 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 la. And now I'm going to pass it to my sister Kate.
Hey, before we wrap up, and I bet you know what's coming at the end, but before we get there, we need to thank everybody. First of all, thanks to the performers, both first and second half of the set. Thanks to Greg Smith and Elisa Seeger on sound and production. Terrific. Thank you so much. Thanks, Chris, for those words and your work at our intermission. There have been dozens of alumni, parents, and recent campers who have already been volunteering their time and energy to get us going, organized by Lily Bragg and dozens of others, too numerous to mention at this point. Thank you all. And of course, thanks to all of you for tuning in. Thanks for your donations. Thanks for what you're thinking of us. Thanks for speaking about us. Thanks for singing with us on this last song written by Hootie Ledbetter. I think you know what's coming.
Let me just make sure we're in tune.
That's cheating.
Well, I know, but we can, so we should. All right. Last Saturday night I got married. Me and my wife settled down. Now me and my wife are parted. Gonna take a little stroll downtown. Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams.
Sometimes I live in the country, sometimes I live in the town. Sometimes I take a great notion to jump in the river and drown. Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams.
Stop your rambling, stop your gambling, stop staying out late at night. Go home to your wife and your family, stay there by the fireside bright. Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams.
She calls me to weep, she calls me to mourn, she calls me to leave my home. But the very last words she said to me were, please sing me just one more song. Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams.
Well, sometimes Irene wears pajamas, sometimes Irene wears a gown, but when they're both at the laundry, at least she keeps her mask around. Irene,
Good night.
Irene,
Good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams.
Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams. Thank you all. Thank you for coming. Good night. Back
Sleep
to your
well.
cabins. Please stay safe, stay healthy, and
See you on June 29th.
2021.
That's an old song that Trudy Ledbetter wrote and the Weavers made famous in 1951 before they were blacklisted. And it goes, last Saturday night I got married. Me and my wife settled down. Now me and my wife, we're parted, Lord. I'm gonna take a little stroll downtown. Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams.
Stop rambling, stop your gambling, stop staying awake at night. Go home to your wife and your family, lay there by a fireside light. Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams.
Sometimes I live in the country. Sometimes I live in the town.
lover till the seas run dry. But if Irene turns back on me, I'm gonna take morphine and die. Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene, good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams.
Sometimes Irene wears pajamas, sometimes she wears a gown, but when they're both at the laundry,